Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Monday, December 8th, 2025. We're here this afternoon for our 3 p.m. land use hearing. I call this meeting to order, and we will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Kristen Stevens, Chair of the Board of County Commissioners. I'm joined by my colleagues, Commissioner Jody Shattuck McNally and Commissioner John Kafalis. Behind us, from the clerk's office, we have Lindsay Tracy. And to our right, we have David Arud from the County Attorney's Office, a special guest today. I will turn things over to Jenny Axmaker, our planning manager, and she will give us some additional information about this hearing and also introduce the rest of the staff.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Joining me at the dais, we have Amy White, our Code Compliance Supervisor. We have Ryan Oswendell from our Planning CERT group. Across the way, we have Ashton Brodall from the Health Department, Principal Planner Matt Lafferty, Environmental Planner Scott Benton, and Principal Planner Casti Fior. With that, I'll respectfully ask all members of the audience to silence their electronic devices. Please help yourself to a copy of the agenda. It's located next to the door, or if you're joining us online, you can find it posted at larimer.gov/BOCC/commissioners-meetings. Please wait to speak until recognized by the chair. Please maintain civility, refraining from audience applause, comments, or disruptions, whether positive or negative. Please make all comments to the Board of County Commissioners from the podium. A portable microphone is available as needed. Please state your name at the beginning of your comments and provide the spelling of your name if it's unique. Please speak directly into the microphone so that remote participants may hear. The microphone on the podium can be repositioned to best capture your testimony. Upon request, assisted listening devices are available for the hearing impaired. For those of you joining us on Zoom, attendees will be muted until they're recognized by the chair. If an online attendee wishes to speak or request a consent item to be removed, please use the raise your hand function on the Zoom control bar or *9 on your phone. With that, Madam Chair, I just wanted to let you know that we do have 2 items that we are intending to table on this afternoon's agenda, and I have a motion prepared for that if you'd like to consider it.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ginny. Appreciate that. So I'll just go over what's on the agenda. As our planning manager said, there are 2 items that will be tabled. The first is a 904 North US 287 LLC appeal, file number 25 GNRL 0576. Which we're hoping to table to January 26th with our motion. And then the U-Turn Development LLC exemption, file number GNRL 0573, and will be tabled until further notice. We have 2 items on our consent agenda. We have our legislative code amendments, file number 25, code 0288. These are amending codes regarding electric vehicle charging facilities, non-functional turf requirements, affordable housing expedited review procedures, and residential parking exemptions near transit service areas. And then the second item on consent is the Airport Zoning Land Use Code Amendment, file number 25, code 0290. This is a land use amendment with regard to airport zoning. And then there's one public hearing discussion item, which we will be taking public comment if there is a public comment on, and that is the 2025 Rubbish Ordinance Amendment, file number 25, code 0289. So, so I guess we'll take we'll table those items, and then we'll see if anybody wants to pull anything off consent. So Jenny, did you say you had a motion available? Commissioner Shattuck McNally, will you make that motion, please?
Certainly, Madam Chair. I move that the Board of County Commissioners continue 904 North US 287 LLC appeal, file number 25-GNRL 0576 to January 26, 2026, and U-Turn Development LLC exemption, file number 25-GNRL 0573 until a future hearing.
Thank you. There's a motion on the table. Any further discussion on these items? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That motion passes 3-0, so those items will be tabled. And then, would either commissioner want to pull anything off the consent agenda?
No.
Okay. Seeing no hands raised, then I would ask Commissioner Kofalis to make a motion for our consent agenda.
Madam Chair, may I ask a question?
Oh, yes, of course.
Before we offer that motion, should we check to see if anyone online wishes to remove anything?
Oh, yes, we should. We have no one in the audience, so that threw me off a bit. Thank you, Commissioner. But Ryan, can we check if there's anyone online who would like to pull anything off the consent agenda?
Madam Chair, we have no members of the public online.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you for checking that, Commissioner. I appreciate that. So now, Commissioner Kofalis, you are up.
Yes, I'd be happy to. I move that the Board of County Commissioners approve the 2 items listed on the December 8th, 2025 consent agenda, subject to the, there it is up there, subject to the conditions in the staff reports, and further move to authorize the chair to sign the findings and resolution.
Thank you, Commissioner. There's a motion on the table. Any further discussion on these items? I guess I just wanted, did you have any discussion? I just wanted to say that, these items will keep us in line with some things that have been happening at the state level. And with regard to the Affordable Housing Expedited Review Procedures and residential parking exemptions, I believe that puts us in good shape to have more housing and especially affordable housing in our community. So I'm happily support this motion that's on the table. All right, with that, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That motion passes 3-0. So we will move on to our public hearing discussion item, which is the rubbish ornament or amendment. And Amy, is there any presentation or anything you wanted to say about this? I know you've read through this ordinance previously, and so this will be the third time I believe we're hearing about it, but is there anything you wanted to add before we move on to support this motion?
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I just wanted to maybe take a couple seconds and remind the public why we were doing this. So we've amended the rubbish ordinance to update and we've updated the definition of rubbish, and we've removed lawn and garden waste and added unlicensed or inoperable recreational vehicles. It also now aligns with the current Colorado revised statutes, which had changed last year. It specifies the information required in the written notice to ensure consistency and transparency. It further clarified the procedural requirements for filing a petition with the court, and it also streamlined and clarified the process for recovery of cleanup costs, including shortened payment deadlines. So those were the reasons that we did this. As you say, Commissioner, I did read this previously. At that point, we published it for 10 days. Now I'm back, and all I have to do is read the title of the ordinance. So, Larimer County Ordinance, Regulations Relating to the Accumulation and Removal of Rubbish. And with that, it's my understanding that if you would so like to entertain, you can adopt that this afternoon, and then it gets published for another 30 days, and then it becomes effective after that next publication.
Wonderful. Thanks for explaining that. Are there any questions for Amy before we move on? Ryan, we'll just check one more time because we would like to open up public comment. And let's see if there's anybody on. Is there anybody who's joined us online?
No,
for
Madam
public
Chair.
Comment? All right. There is no one in the audience for public comment, so we will close public comment. Any further questions before we vote on this? Okay. Well, thank you, Amy. Thanks for presenting that. And I know there was a lot of reading involved, but we're glad to be in line with the state and glad to have these new regulations in place quite soon. So with that, I will ask Commissioner Shattuck McNally to make a motion on adopting this ordinance.
Madam Chair, I move that the Board of County Commissioners of Larimer County adopt the 2025 rubbish ordinance amendment file number 25-CODE0289.
Thank you, Commissioner. There's a motion on the table. Any further discussion? No discussion on the rubbish item? All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That motion passes 3-0. That is all the business we have for this afternoon. So at 3:10, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.